Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, I should say. The sun's still out. Thank you for coming to the TPSS Catherine and Isiah Leggett topping off ceremony for our new math and science facility. This has been a long time coming, but it looks great. And thanks to all of you who've helped us out in this process. I'm extremely pleased that you're here. This marks a huge teaching and learning milestone for the Takoma Park Silver Spring campus. Modern science facilities. We're honored to have many VIPs and other important people in the room. We have state, county, and local elected officials with us today, and I'd like to recognize them now. If I miss you, raise your hand, holler at me, and say, come on, Brad, you know better than that. You shouldn't have missed me. So I know that the County Executive, Mark Elrich, is here. Thank you, sir. And I know from the state legislative delegation, who did I see here from the state? Nobody? Okay, thank you. From the County Council, I see Craig Rice. Hey, Craig. See Will Gelando. I see County Council President Gabe Albernaz. And I saw my neighbor, Council Member Hans Reamer. He lives right across the street that way. So, Noah Carnes is also here, representing Evan Glass. And Carla Silvestri is here from the school board. Are any of your other colleagues here? No. I'd also like to welcome a couple of our campus neighbors and friends who have been part of this project. I know I saw Rich Wheel come in. Rich, where are you at? There he is. I saw Susan Alexander come in. She's right there. Did I miss anybody from the neighborhood? I'd also like to welcome all of my colleagues from Montgomery College that are here. I saw Dr. Jermaine Williams, our new president. Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Sanjay Rai, is here. Senior Vice President for Student Affairs, Monica Brown, is here. And last but most important, we have a group of our trustees here. So Michael Britnall from the Board of Trustees is here. Michael. Ms. Frida Lacey from the Board of Trustees is here. And Marcia Sugg-Smith from the Board of Trustees is here. I also want to welcome folks from that are basically responsible for all of this behind you. I want to welcome folks from the Smith Group Architects. Bob Bull is here. Wade Fu is here. Kevin Johnson is here. Is Rabia Hamid here? Is Rabia here? Should be here in a minute, okay. And then I want to make sure that I recognize the people from Link Public Strategies. She's right over there. And Michael Aiken was going to come, but he hasn't made it yet. He's on his way. Thank you. And then, of course, the Barton Mallow Company. I see Dave Coleman. I see Ben Morgan. I see Sylvester Johnson. Did I get that? Sylvester, sorry about that. And I see Dave Coleman. And I think that covers you guys. Oh, and Paul Grossman, my favorite person. Paul is responsible for the wonderful beam outside, so he gets a big pat on the back for that. So now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Montgomery College's new president, Dr. Jermaine Williams.
Thank you, Dr. Stewart. Good afternoon and welcome. It's great to be here, and as you heard on the new president of Montgomery College. I'm absolutely thrilled and extremely humbled to have this role and join the MC community and Montgomery County. Thank you again to our elected leaders, our students, our faculty, our staff, our neighbors, the individuals responsible for the structure, for this milestone moment for this very important project. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't thank our Montgomery College Board of Trustees, who are so committed to the success of this college. So thank you all. This is, I don't know if this happens every 2 weeks, but this is a fantastic way to close 2 weeks. So this is my first 2 weeks here, and but in all seriousness, it's great to be here with everyone, to be able to look out this window and see such an important project take shape. As many of you know, Montgomery College is celebrating its 75th anniversary, right? 75 years of being the community's college. And it's absolutely invigorating to think about our long, rich history of opening doors to community members in Montgomery County. And I think we would all agree that this day marks another special day in the MC journey and brings us full circle in our history, right? And we think about our history, the Takoma Park campus was the college's first campus and one of Maryland's first, right? So it's only fitting that to launch into our next 75 years with a future-forward math and science classroom and labs, we're here today. The Catherine and Isiah Leggett Math and Science Building has been a work in progress for many years. I don't have to share that with anybody in this room, far long before my arrival, of course. I'm just happy to be able to share this place and space with all of you today. With that, I will say, I do know that this is a special building, right? So aptly named for the Leggetts, and it will mark a tremendous achievement for access and equity, something that I have grown to learn are just so strong here in Montgomery County and at Montgomery College. And clearly, the Leggetts, they know, as we do, that no matter your zip code or your educational path, high-quality facilities should be available to you, right? And thanks to their generosity, more students will be able to access MC. Now, I look forward to celebrating with them at the ribbon-cutting ceremony. But today we're here to celebrate what we all see behind us, right? The steel structure that we're witnessing on this beautiful day with the sun rays just beaming down. It's fantastic. Whoever ordered up this weather, thank you. Let's see what you can do about tomorrow. But with those beams, right, and I asked as we look out there, what we all see in those beams. And maybe we see different things, and I'll just, what I see in those beams are strength and longevity that will serve as a foundation of the building to come, right? Our mission has the same kind of foundational strength and longevity, a mission that drives the college to empower our students to change their lives and enrich our community, just as we have done for 75 years. And because of the support of our county and state leaders, we will continue to deliver on that mission for Montgomery County and for Maryland for the next 75 years and beyond. Yeah. Facilities like this building enable the mission, and thankfully, students on this down county campus will finally have modern and future-forward math and science classrooms that they need to compete and succeed. And I think, can we just pause a round of applause for that? And we finally, thank you. In this building, and I know we can all envision it, in this building, our faculty and staff will prepare and support with state-of-the-art equipment our county's future scientists, teachers, nurses, and engineers. And it's my privilege to say thank you. Thank you to all who made this possible. From our faculty and staff, no matter the age of the building, who always deliver excellence inside and outside the classroom, right? From teaching and learning to academic support to facilities and operations, to the neighbors who have partnered with us throughout the design process. And thank you to our county executive, the county council, and the Montgomery delegation, who have delivered more than $100 million to see the Leggett building become a reality. As I close, I share a few items of note. This will be a 104,000 square foot building with 36 classrooms and labs, including labs for chemistry, biology, anatomy and physiology, physics, engineering, and math. It will be home to a math and science learning center, a cybersecurity lab, an innovation lab, a planetarium, and an environmental ecology lab with a greenhouse. This building will no doubt qualify for LEED Silver certification and will provide for a lush landscape with 100 new trees and rain gardens added to the landscape to protect the environment and provide a new outdoor respite space for our students. As I see it, and I'm sure you can all agree, there's really no better way to launch the next 75 years here at Montgomery College. You know, with a facility like this, that's essential to moving our students forward and moving Montgomery County forward with a commitment to equity and inclusion, because we know that that framework of equity and inclusion equates to excellence. And to be just here, I'm truly humbled to be the president of your community's college at this critical moment in our history, and to work with all of you to deliver the mission that you've delivered for years and years and years, and now I'm honored to be part of that. I just want to say thank you. Thank you again for the opportunity. Thank you again for everything you've done. Thank you for spending time with us here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. So I'm really excited to be here today. This is a big deal. And first thing I want to do is thank the college for working with the community. We managed to get around, kind of a bumpy start, and wound up with a thing that looks like a gem. I'm looking at the renderings of this building, and I'm feeling what a peaceful presence it's going to have on the campus. You all who designed this and are building this did a really, really good job of putting something together that people are going to be proud of for a long, long time to come. This is my first public event with the new college president, President Jermaine Williams. I met you on, what is it, your 2-week and 4th day? And I remembered how much you were still counting. And I just wanted to let everybody know how much I appreciated talking to him. He shares a vision that's consistent with where this college was going. He's going to come here and be able to lead it in the direction that we had intended the college to go and that the leadership of the college had set it on. And it's really exciting because we're making these major investments in this institution, and it's good to have a continuity of purpose. And we talk a lot about equity. It's really clear that equity's on his agenda, which fits really well with Montgomery County's agenda. So I welcome you here, and you're going to have a great building to look at shortly. And today is a kind of auspicious day in a couple of ways. One is this building gets topped off. In the budget we're about to send to the council, a new start for MC on the east side of the county is in the making. So we will top this off. We'll start you in classes in buildings that already exist. We will look for a campus on the east side, and you will get a facility there. And we've talked to a lot of people in industry and in this county are anxious for what Montgomery College can produce. And the ability to set that ground and to create it anew and orient it toward, again, toward the future is something all of us are looking forward to. And it's really good when you go around the county and talk to, executives, people in leadership in the sciences, and they talk about Montgomery College and what they want Montgomery College to be able to add to this environment. That is, I grew up when this was a junior college, and this was the school you tried to avoid, and it's come so far when I was growing up in the 60s. And it's just amazing to think that the industry looks at this as a lead and a partner today. And we're going to make sure that you're funded and able to be that lead and partner. This building will open in the fall of '23. The classes will come in, in '24, spring of '24. And the two buildings here are 62 years old and 44-year-old, the two that came down. I came here to the county 62 years ago. So it's kind of a reminder of how time passes. And the focus on STEM is really incredible. But the good thing about this campus is you have STEM, but you have STEAM. And I hope we'll always remember to push our students to learn about arts and culture and history, as well as science and math. Knowledge of things without knowledge of your origins and your purpose and all the other stuff in life is half the job. And we have the remarkable opportunity here to do the complete job. According to the U.S. Department of Commerce, STEM occupations are growing at 24%. The other occupations are growing at 4%. If you've read the newspaper lately about Montgomery County, we got buildings that rely on STEM students rising up all over the place. And we are going to be well positioned to take advantage of your graduates. Most of the jobs of the future require at least a basic understanding of math and science. And despite that, math and science students in this country are lagging. So we're going to pick up our slack here, and we're going to deliver the talent that we need to deliver it to Montgomery County. I'm proud to be following in the footsteps of County Executive Leggett and continue his legacy of prioritizing funding and support for this college. 2 months ago, I released my recommended CIP that gave a 15.1% increase over the previous CIP. Included in that was $500,000 for what will begin on the east side of the campus. Next Tuesday, you'll see $3.3 million in the budget for the actual programming of the activities that'll begin there. We're not waiting for a new building. They've got the talent and the professors. We've got the students, and we'll get the building, but we'll find empty buildings to put people in the interim. And there are some over there. Over the past several months, we've gotten a clearer picture of the impact of learning loss. This generation of students risks losing $17 trillion in lifetime earnings. That's staggering. You know, for those of you who are close to my generation, everything we looked at in the future was more. You know, if people are going to make more money, you're going to make more than your parents, you're going to have a better life and more opportunities, and to think that there's going to be a group of students who are going to be severely handicapped by what COVID has presented us with is really sad, but we're going to make sure that we make the investments and do everything we can do to offset the challenges that these students face. You cannot look at this situation and just throw up your hands and say, learning loss, opportunity loss. We can provide the opportunities, we can rebuild the learning opportunities, and we can move forward. So I'm committed, and I appreciate the support and collaboration of Dr. Williams and the Board of Trustees of the Montgomery College. And as Marion Wright Edelman is quoted as saying, education is a precondition to survival in America today. That is why this county is going to continue to prioritize and invest and fund world-class education. So thank you very much. It was great to meet you. I look forward to working with you and with everybody else who I've worked with on many other opportunities here. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Elrich. That was wonderful. I'd like now to introduce another huge supporter of the college, the son of two of our alumni, Council President Gabe Albernaz. Gabe?
I'm going to take this off as I speak, but good afternoon, everyone. It is a privilege and honor to be with all of you and to be joined by my colleagues. We've got Chair of our Education and Culture Committee here, Mr. Craig Rice is in the house. Thank you so much, Craig. We also have Councilmember Jawando, also a member of our Education and Culture Committee, and at-large member and neighbor, Hans Reamer is here as well. So on behalf of the entire council, welcome, Dr. Williams. This is our first official event having the opportunity to welcome you to Montgomery County. We look forward to establishing a steadfast relationship that builds on the infrastructure and foundation of generations of partnerships between this and previous councils and Montgomery College. We are all in. This facility could not be more exciting. And it also, for me personally, as a deep, as all of us here, a friend of the Leggetts, to have it be recognized in their name. And I think it is especially appropriate because it would take somebody with an advanced math degree to calculate all of the contributions that the Leggetts have made to Montgomery County. And it would take a chemist to be able to fully understand the love that those two individuals have for each other. So, and somebody tell them I said that. But it is truly an honor. And as the county executive mentioned, as we go around and talk to businesses, and all of my colleagues and I have been aggressive in trying to court them here to our community to advance our economic development opportunities, they all say the same thing. We're looking for workers. And that is especially true in our life sciences space. And so it is exciting to hear that we are expanding to the eastern part of the county. And it is also exciting to hear that we're better leveraging and taking advantage of the assets that we already have here before us. So this is an important milestone event as we top off this, what will be a magnificent facility. And I want to echo the thanks to our neighbors, who I know have been through a great and long road to get us here today. We really appreciate your support and sacrifice in many ways. But this facility, as was mentioned earlier, is going to serve generations. And as was also mentioned, my parents met as students at Montgomery College, so maybe it will produce more than just students. But we are thrilled to be here. And Council Vice President Glass, who couldn't be here this afternoon, and I have just a quick note recognizing this milestone. I'm not going to read it because so many wonderful things have already been said, and there will be more things said in the short term. But lastly, I do want to thank also our Board of Trustees here at Montgomery College for your support, the faculty and the staff, and most of all the students. Thank you all.
So now it is my great pleasure to introduce a Montgomery College student. Her name is Miss Leanne Bashir. She's a second-year biology STEM major and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Thank you, Leanne. She's a great example of what our students can do no matter what kind of obstacles they face. She is a 4.0 student headed for medical school. Leanne?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leanne Bashir. I'm a biological sciences major and Takoma Park Silver Spring campus student. I'll be graduating this May and hope to transfer to Johns Hopkins University, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, or University of Maryland, College Park. I live right here in Silver Spring. I would like to welcome Dr. Williams to the most diverse campus of the most diverse community college in the United States of America. We are grateful, and you have made a wonderful choice. At this campus, you will meet students who are committed to equity and education. We challenge each other and look forward to learning from you. This is such an exciting day. Thanks to all of you. I hardly know words eloquent enough to express the gratitude of all students for your support. Thanks to the faculty and staff who have worked hard to help design this building to meet our needs. Thanks to the elected officials who understand all students need state-of-the-art classrooms and labs to launch our futures. We also need easy access to these classrooms and labs. Thankfully, we can count on faculty, no matter the location, to provide high-quality teaching. Because it is just too much to ask of students who live near this campus to spend an hour each way on public transit to access Rockville or Germantown campuses, that is 2 hours daily of our time that could be spent studying, working, or with family. Since most of the students at Takoma Park and Silver Spring work and go to school, it is a very difficult choice to choose. We have to choose to attend classes on other campuses. Few of us at the Takoma Park and Silver Spring campus have cars, and almost 40% of us are food insecure. And yet we show up every single day knowing that our education is the key to our future. That future is brighter with the Catherine and Leggett Math and Science Building. It is a reflection of the value that our state and local elected officials place on our education, and we are very truly grateful to all of you. We feel seen and validated. The new Leggett building will ensure that all Montgomery College students will have easy access to classroom and labs to complete degree requirements. That's the meaning of equity, and to continue to pursue STEM majors that are important to the growth and well-being of our community. Thank you for this beautiful building, and I can't wait to come back for the ribbon cutting. Thank you for believing in us and our future.
Dr. Williams, sorry, but I have to take another note to myself. I'm never following her. She's too good. She's too good. So, thank you, Leanne. She's a great example of what our students can do, and there are literally thousands of her, just like her, here at Montgomery College. Thank you for the support that you've all invested in our college, in our facilities, in our faculty, and our staff. So now I'd like to invite Dr. Williams and all of the elected officials to head out to the patio here in the Commons building for a photo opportunity for the quote-unquote topping off ceremony.